answer, I don't think either one of us know what is going to happen in order to get to here and to here. But friend, you are changing everything. Your perspective and your world as a result is changing. And it's, I don't think that there's any words that I could use to describe just how major this is for you, okay? It's like, okay, I don't want to like call out colorblind people, like, I understand that's a real thing, but just as a metaphor, it's like you're going from being monochromatic, black and white, colorblind, to seeing, to having extra colors, to seeing more of the colors of the light spectrum, right? It's like just a complete shift. And notice that on this peacock's tail card, which I'm going to read from the book, I think, for this one, notice that it's not just that this black and white is colored over. It's that it totally replaces the black and white world. It's not, so your perception and your thinking about the world that's coming up, the change that you're going to have, and it's such a major change that it's really not within your, like, within what you can imagine right now. It's such a major shift in perception that it's not just going to shade the world and color the world differently, it's going to change it completely and make it a different thing. You have never, you have never been in this energy of delight like you will be soon, okay? So let's see, I was channeling some. So I did get stopped doing so much. Like, and also I got the number 2. So I feel like some kind of, like, something is coming together and you're not going to need to do so much. But right now you're feeling like you just have to go, 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 go. And you, and I think it's just that whenever this shift comes, and it's probably going to come because there's 2 elements of your life that you have felt like were in opposition that are coming together, and they are creating this shift. And yeah, you're not going to feel so pressured to do and go, go, go. It's like you know exactly how much effort you need to put into things, and you're not going to do any more than that anymore, because as soon as you overextend yourself, this monochromatic world comes back, and you don't want that anymore. It's not worth it anymore, and there's not going to be even a need for that anymore. Okay, because something is changing in your physical world that is going to make it so you don't really, there's not going to be any need for you to do that anymore. So a major perspective shift, a sudden flash of insight, I think, opens up to you and opens up all the possibilities that you've been closed off from. So you are someone, okay, I want to show you what the other cards were, but so you have your power card, Chariot, ding, 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 okay? And you have the Temperance card. So this is a huge, huge thing. You have 2 major arcanas, and one is your power card. So this isn't just like an everyday thing. This isn't just an every year thing. This is a life thing. This is the rest of your life is better thing. That's what this is. I probably should have started with that, but oh well, I'm not going to go back. But yes, a sudden flash. But the thing is, now, I'm not insulting you because we all have our flaws, and that's what makes us so wonderful. But you have been someone who has been very closed off to other possibilities. When you think something, that's it. Nope. You can hear it. You can hear somebody say, no, 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 that's not quite right. No, 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 let me see. Like, it's like you don't necessarily need to. You don't feel the need to push your opinions on others, but no one is going to change your opinions. No one. And that's shifting, because you're going to realize the value in other people's perspectives, okay? And it's not that you don't right now, but it's like it doesn't phase you. You don't change your mind. It's very earth energy. I know you're not an earth sign, but it's very earth energy. I'm getting very stubborn. And that's okay. I mean, I can be stubborn too. But your thinking has been very dichotomous, very black and white. It was either this way or that way. And I think you have tried, and you've logically you've known that, like, you can't think that way, you can't act that way. It's not there's a lot more than that. It's not just good and evil, black and white, which is interesting. Yesterday was very much good and evil in the readings. But that life doesn't work that way for most things, right? It's always a spectrum, and so you're going from this black and white to a spectrum, and it's just everything is brighter, everything is more beautiful. You're realizing, so there is this certain sadness, which is, I think, why we're in the shadow part of this, because you realize that you missed out on some things because you were very closed off to that. But it doesn't matter, because this has always been your path, because now 555 on the clock, big change. It doesn't really matter, because the amount of delight, of joy, of happiness that you're going to find after this shift will genuinely make up for everything that you kind of missed out on before, because of your inability to branch out in your perception. Okay, so you really are being compensated by the universe, because it wasn't really your fault. I'm getting something 20 years ago happened that really kind of put you in this. So it was an outside circumstance that put you in this, and it wasn't you weren't conscious or aware of that. So there was really no way for you to know to know how to change it, right? So, also, you have been very, very, very much needing control. I think of yourself and of others. Sometimes you feel like if you can control the situation, it makes you feel safe. That's no longer going to be the case. You are not just asked to let go of the reins, but I just feel like you just don't feel like you need to anymore. It's no longer necessary. Again, it's like you don't need that to feel safe anymore. So you're letting go of the reins, and when you do this spectrum of colors and lights and beauty and sound is just, it's all going to come up. So the universe is saying that, and I think I got part of this from the book, that if you start wearing colors and painting and putting colors around the house, look at my white wall, that's a good thing for me. Just using a lot of colors, and I got a variety of sounds. Maybe you like just one specific type of music now, so just vary it. Get some music where it has a lot of variation in the tone. Jacob Collier is really great. He's kind of weird, but he's really good, and he has that. He goes from like one place, and he goes to the Antarctic, and somehow he still gets to go back home, and it's really beautiful and unique, and he's such a talent. So Jacob Collier might be someone to listen to, just to start to expand this thinking, because I think if you start preparing this now, it'll come sooner, But yes, we don't have control, so it's not a control thing. We're not trying to make it happen. We're just opening ourselves to it, right? You're allowing flow. You're allowing real flow, because the flow that you felt you had in the past, maybe we could call it flow, but it was more of an illusion. It was more of like a force thing. So you are a very talented leader. Okay, so we're letting go of the micromanagement, and because we know that people and ourselves, we work better when we're not overly managed. We work better when we feel trusted. Okay, so if you're someone who's in charge of other people, we're letting go of that. When you release control and allow effort to come effortlessly, delight will be yours. That's what I wrote. Just know that sometimes this black and white thinking will come back, and you just are asked to be aware of it, asked to surrender to that and give it back to the universe. And it's not going to go immediately if it comes back, but it will go eventually. You will never, ever, ever have to live in this monochromatic environment again. Okay? Not for long. Like, you're still going to know, even when this kind of dichotomous thinking comes back, you're still going to know that that is an illusion, and that the reality is going to shift back to you. Okay. Um, make art. Yes, I said that. I think oh, you have angelic assistance right now, and you, if you want to keep it, and I think you should, because they're helping you do this. They're helping you get this shift. The angels will stay and help you, but you have to ask them. Okay, you just have to say, "Hey, angels, I would appreciate. I invite you to stay and help me in the future," and then you just give them gratitude. Just kind of feel it come from your heart, okay? And they will do it. And just try to give it gratitude regularly. That's all they want, is to know that it makes you happy. That's all they want, and that's all they need to give you these things. You're gonna see, okay, last thing is, you're seeing someone else with new eyes, and also someone else is seeing you from new eyes. And you're both realizing that you completely misjudged each other. And I think this person who you previously felt was kind of an enemy, maybe, or just someone you didn't really care for, is gonna become a really good friend. So I want you to be open to that, because this person is going to really help with this shift, and they're going to help with a lot of things. 11:22 on the clock. Yeah, it's that too is yes, you are, there's a friend that's coming in, and it's not, there's a spiritual assistance. I think it's one specific angel, don't ask me the name. And also a person whose energy reflects this angel. It's like they're connected somehow. Interesting. I've never thought about that. Anyway, so since we have like a little bit of time, I will pick a card from this deck. What else does Cancer need to know, please, Spirit? I just want to remind you guys, delight. So you go ahead and absorb this image. You can take a screenshot. It's like a sigil, so that's, the more you look at it and use your divine feminine energy to do so, so you're just absorbing it, you're not forcing anything, the more it will come into alignment with you. Okay? So, what else does Cancer need to know? The moon reverse, but this deck doesn't really do reversals, but yeah, I know that this is scary. I know that y'all have had a lot of experiences, which makes changing your perspective and changing the ways that you live very scary to you. Change is scary. But Spirit is saying that, like, literally, if you, again, I'm getting this, Jim and I had this message of rip the Band-Aid off, and I'm getting it again, rip that Band-Aid off, because once you do, it's not going to be scary anymore. And you're allowed to show that fear. That fear is there for a reason, and you're allowed to take care of it like a child, and be in that child energy, and really express it, and then surrender it, and it will go. You have the Hierophant. Wow, this has been coming out a lot today. This card is so deep too. I just look at it and I see new things every time. Someone sees you as, wow, you are seen in such an amazing light. Like, people really see you as this, like, they as a giant, like, not literally, but like, you just, like, you're larger than life. Also, let's see. But oh my gosh. You are showing who you are to the world soon, and literally to everybody you know. And it's going to change everything. Like, and it's not just this. It's like, it's going to give this delight to other people too. I don't really know how, but wow. Six of Inspiration, Six of Wands. People are going to be celebrating you. Like, this is, oh my gosh. The people around you are changing. You're getting a lot of new friends. It's not just one, maybe this one friend that you're getting, or maybe it's a contract, or maybe it's, just a business partner. whoever this is bringing in other people, and these people are here to celebrate you. You're, oh my gosh, this person is gonna make you some money too. Like, you're gonna be good friends, but I think you're gonna be business partners. I don't have any. Oh, I do have Earth. Okay, Hierophant is Earth, um, but I feel the Earth energy here. Mm-mm-mm. Um, just don't let yourself get fall into doubt. That's what I'm hearing. Don't let yourself fall into doubt. Cancer, I forgot to read from the book for you, and I specifically wanted to do that. So you had Cauda pavonis, the peacock's tail, full vision, spectrum, inclusivity. The peacock's tail is a sacred image in alchemy. The mesmerizing display of tail feathers opens to mark the alchemist having shifted from single to multi-perspective. This is a great achievement. The alchemist has opened 1,000 set of eyes instead of one. Interesting. They've discarded black and white thinking and allowed the full spectrum of colors, nuances, and solutions to come into the fold. Creative solutions to complex and social and political polarities can be found in this sacred space. The force field of possibilities is opened, and the alchemist has entered into a new paradigm belonging to the multiplicity, dimensionality, and inclusion. Utilize this perspective for positive change while it lasts. When falling back into black and white thinking, as any alchemist will do, envision the splendor of the peacock's tail. Each feather contains a shimmering universe of possibilities. Going deeper is to watch the movie The Wizard of Oz, and to ponder is 1,000 eyes. Yeah, yeah. There might be something about birds. I think there's if there's a certain bird that you see that when you see it, it reminds you of someone who's passed away, and you aren't sure about. Oh, I just got to chill. Yeah, you aren't sure about that. You can be sure of it. Whatever that is, whatever bird you kind of feel, you always kind of just go, It's a loved one visiting you, and they're very watchful of you. They're very, like, they watch you, and then they call on other beings to, like, come and take care of you, because there's some kind of mission that you really need to accomplish here. And when you gain this new perspective, that's been part of the mission all along. You when you gain this new perspective, that's when your mission will really start. Like, it's already started, but it will really start. The message or the energy that you're bringing to Earth is going to start really kind of spreading once this perspective shift happens. Give it a chance, is what I'm hearing. Find a new way. If you have one inkling of an idea, write it down. You are within our favor. Find what's easy, find what feels good. Give it back to them. So there's something that you might be holding on to that is not yours, that you need to give it back to someone. Like, it's probably energetic, but you just need to say, I no longer want this, and I give it back to whoever it came from, basically, and just name them. See if there's anything else coming through for Cancer. Dance. Dancing is really good for you right now. We never wanted you to have to go through this. This wasn't part of your destiny, but it was part of your path. What you're feeling now is the shift. What you're experiencing now is the shift, the hardships, the overwhelm, the extremes. This is the shift. Things will, the darkness before the dawn, the eye of the storm. Let go of the wretched. and find the delight. Yeah, that's what I got for you. All right, Cancer. Thanks for watching. See the description or link in bio for a personal reading. And don't forget to like, subscribe, or follow, depending on where you're watching.